The following podcast contains strong language, may contain sensitive topics, personal opinions, and satirical comedic elements. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ooh.
Now recording. All right, everything's good. That's recording. My audio's actually set this time. I should check my other volume levels here. Yeah, not that. Okay. That. Guess I can get that too. Okay. I think that's everything.
You think?
I think so.
I sure hope so. I would hate for Christian to yell at us again after the last time.
Last time was what? Just making fun of him the whole time? Is why?
I don't remember. I don't remember the last time, dude. To be honest,
Yeah.
I think I got kind of fucking. Oh, that was the one where the halftime show, right? Where I left halfway and then came back.
I think so. And that was the dragon nuts thing.
Dragon nuts.
Yeah. Like the dragon nuts with the bullseye on it.
Am I
something like that?
I don't know. Are you fucking with me?
I'm genuinely not fucking with you.
I don't get it. I don't get it, Mike. Is this one of those like those Canadian jokes?
I'll take a look.
It's one of those things where I'm just not gonna get it.
Maybe. I guess so.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
people are probably going to notice. People are probably going to notice in this episode that we're missing quite a few people. AJ might come back into the middle of the episode or towards the end of the episode. No idea. He said he was going to be here. But for now, it's just us. Yeah, for now, it's just us. Christian, I don't know, man. He's real good about just not being alive sometimes, and I guess he got kidnapped by some kind of transatlantic pirates. He was watching the new Fallout series, and he really liked Mr. House's accent and was like, "Damn, where can I get one of those accents?" And I said, "It's a transatlantic accent." He decided to go to Atlanta, and somehow got kidnapped by pirates in Atlanta. So I don't know how it works. Considering Atlanta is landlocked, it's a city in the middle of a state.
Transatlantic Atlanta. It just makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a Christian thing.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta ask Christian when he gets saved by Captain Phillips. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. So we're coming off an episode. What was the last one we had? Last episode was a Super Bowl episode where we were doing the thing during the Super Bowl, and I went to go watch the better halftime show midway through.
We'll see about that in the other outline stuff, but it's with Tiki joining in, and Q was also there again, I believe. Or was that? Yeah, Q was there for that one as well, not just 48. And then talking about how social media just fucking sucks a lot.
Yeah.
We'll get to that too. We'll get to more of that today.
Yeah, we will. We'll get into more of a lot.
I'll be the step-in host for council today, and we got myself. We definitely got Jake.
A lot.
With that pause, maybe AJ too as well, depending on if he shows up.
Huge maybe on AJ.
Huge.
It would be cool to have him. Be cool to have him, but you can never. I don't want to say count on because that's rude. You can never predict.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's not the right word. That's just a rude. That's rude. You can never predict whether or not he's actually going to show up, because there was episodes where he said he wasn't going to show up and he showed up and was like, "No, I never said that." And you're like, "Dude, yes, you did. You said you weren't coming. That's why we started without you." But it is what it is.
Can't slip. It turns into a bit of why he's not here. But why aren't you at his mom's birthday then? You're pretty tight with his mom, aren't you?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I just can't be there for it, because if I'm there for her birthday, then Christian's gonna start, he's gonna start noticing some things. You feel me? So I gotta
I'm surprised he doesn't
dial it
notice
back.
at this point. Then
Just gotta dial it back a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think, what was it, one time his dad said something about, like, I don't like how that guy talks about your mom, or whatever the fuck.
Oh
it
yeah,
was.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I was like, damn, bro. I was like, it's just a joke, man. You're the one that gets to go to bed with her every night. The rest of us are just dreaming about it. That's so fucked.
That's my wife.
That's mine. It's like, yeah, bro. You guys live together.
Yeah.
Share some of the rest of us, motherfucker. Come on. Speaking of, man, I know I'm being an asshole like that, but dude, did you see fucking Dean the Great, quote unquote, get bitch slapped by Larry Wheels?
No, I don't
And
know
then
anything
get
about that.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he got bitch slapped by Dean, or by Larry Wheels, because he was like talking shit about Larry Wheels, and started talking shit about how he could fuck his wife or whatever. So Larry Wheels bitch slapped him. He's like, I'm not playing this fucking game, bro. Fuck you. And bitch slapped him. And I'm like, hell yeah, respectable. And then he was talking shit to some old UFC fighter. And the guy was like, he kind of poked fun of me. He's like, oh yeah, you're that guy that got slapped a bunch. You got slapped yesterday by Larry, huh? And he goes, yeah, motherfucker. Well, I slapped the fuck out of you, bro. Da, 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 da. He's like, for real? Are you being serious? He's like, yeah, like, you don't play with me. Like, you don't know me. I'll beat the fuck out of you, dog. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
And so that dude, dead ass, he took an elbow and just went, boom, like, knocked him the fuck out. Knocked him the fuck out instantly. And it was wild, man. It was really fucking solid.
Damn.
And we're just finally getting back to that peak era where if you open your mouth and you're talking shit, you have to expect to get punched in the mouth. You know what I mean? And I love that. I love that so much.
Everyone else is focusing on the Olympics and then this going on.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Back to the classics. So that really went downhill to nothing after who was it on was it Grammys? Fucking what's his name? Will Smith. The whole like thing going on.
Oh yeah, where he slapped. Well, I mean,
I'm saying like after that point, not much happened even more, because it's like, oh, public TV, we can't do that. Oh, you have frozen.
Oh, there it goes.
You're back. Yeah.
That was weird.
I don't know if you heard what I said. I was saying, like,
yeah, you were saying,
yeah, it happened, but then like after that point, a lot less happened, because people are like, oh, we can't have that on TV, and that gets our sponsors away.
Yeah, I was happy. I mean, it's, I don't know, the Will Smith thing though. It was kind of gay.
But more publicity stunty too.
Yeah, he slapped, like, I don't know. It was a joke. Like, it's not like he was like, I'm gonna fuck your wife, like, da 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 da, like, whatever. You a bitch, like Dean the Great was. Like, that dude was genuinely like talking shit.
Oh yeah.
Whereas it was just a joke about Jada Smith, who's a cunt.
Yeah, that's fair. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was already kind of going downhill before that. Then that happened. Then even less happened after that point, where it's just like everyone's just all a little prissy about it instead, and just, well, they'll cancel you online, instead of just like actually just fucking hitting them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Pretty much. All right, so what do we got on the docket today, man? I'm still kind of up in the air about how all this makes any fucking sense.
Yeah. Okay. So first off, to open it up, I'll start with Council saying here is that he didn't expect to hit 50 episodes of this as we're starting it up. And he's saying when he just started with let's start a podcast, like really didn't expect to go this far, especially like all of our other projects that happened of like trying to do some gaming stuff, whatever else, that it would just peter out and just die quite early on. And either if we got bored about it or some complications with like number 25 happening, like when he just got so angry with all that. And so a lot of it was just up in the air for him, but he's just surprised to make it a 50. And I think we've been pretty decent keeping up a pace of just doing something. It's been well every day. I don't necessarily be like, fuck, I could be doing this during this time, whatever else. I don't mind it. It's good to have something to do on Saturdays from here and then. But for that, commemorate the 50 episodes, we're going to do a little bit of review through the stuff we've talked about, kind of each of the bits, and talk about we're thinking, rate them with tier list wise. It's probably going to start up more about like topics we talked about. So that might be less of rate. Well, we can still put them on the rating, but then the bits that got in and whatever else past that point.
That just means, Christian, you're going to be doing a lot of editing, and you're going to have to throw this the tier list up as we're doing it. Sorry, not sorry.
Around the borders.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have all this empty space now for this episode because
you got like
there's only two of us.
A-V up there, C-D, E-F. I don't know. You'll figure it out. It's all you.
Perchance. You might figure it out. If not, well then.
If not, you'll just cut this out and then fuck you.
Yeah, what are you even editing for if you can't figure that out? You know what I mean?
Damn.
I'm sure you got it.
All right. What do we got? So starting out, episode 1 was all about the pilot of just us, Christian, AJ, and Mike. Because you weren't in at the beginning, were you, on the first one?
The very first one? I don't think I was in the first few episodes.
Yeah, you were number 4 then, it looks like. He didn't really say when you first got in here, but seeing as one says CAMJW Entertainment probably is then. I guess we'll see if it's in that one, but yeah, I guess Christian, AJ, and me. What did Council mean by this? We had in the first one AJ choosing chaos over order. I think about what that was from again.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Then we got the story about me jizzing on the carpet in my room as a kid. That's great to see that right away. Very cool.
I've never I was unaware of this.
It was referred to like a couple weeks ago when you were there. You just probably were playing a game and didn't hear it.
Yeah, I feel like I would have I don't know. I feel like I would have queued in on that one.
Yeah, you should have, because it was definitely said in episodes you were in a few times. But yeah, that is something that happened. I just love to see it on the list. I would rate it low. Just I'm like, damn, why is this back here again? But what do you think as a general story?
It's just, so it's just a story.
It was just more of a story that happened for me.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know, man. What do you
didn't hear it all? Yeah.
I
don't want to go through it again. I'll be honest.
Let's retell the story, man. Let everybody know about you coming on the floor again.
Yeah, real cool.
I don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Let me hear it.
I don't know. Just when I was jerking off as I was younger, just to hide it, I was like beside the bed, and then it got into the carpet, and then hardened into the carpet. Yeah, what a great way to start off this episode.
Discuss. I don't know if that's like contextually a thing, like as to why I want to give it like a F.
Yeah.
Maybe a D.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I feel that maybe in context the story was way better.
Yeah.
But right now,
I don't know. It kind of just gets pulled out of context, and it's just that, and that's basically all it was.
I would say D tier, man. I would give that a D. Christian,
That's
throw it
fair.
up as a D tier. All right, what's the next one we got?
Speaking of Christian, from the pilot episode, him talking about burning his dick and balls with Axe menthol body wash.
What the fuck? What the fuck did I miss, bro? I guess I just
You
never.
missed a lot first episode. It's about like stories from when we were younger. I think it's just general things.
I don't know. Was that any good? I don't.
I think it's basically all explained by the title of that. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
you just didn't know any. You just fucking burned with a
D,
Axe menthol body wash. You know, just keep it in the story
D.
category. D for stories. You know, like I feel like that fits. So not like
I feel
anything
like a lot of
crazy.
these. Yeah, that's not great. I'll give it a D tier. Sorry, Christian, but that's just
Yeah.
not a great one.
Yeah. All right, and we have the second episode, Plan C. We had the guest that bailed at the last second. I don't
Was
remember
that
who it was
me?
again. I
That
don't
was
think
probably me.
so at that point. Maybe. We did have. Did we have? Yeah, no, it was just us then. Still for that, we had this. What was it? A theoretical battle between two characters, and like choosing like how they fight each other. And we had Scrodius Maximus getting his ass kicked by Spider-Man. Or
Okay.
no, I think that was actually like an AI ad lib thing, like of just he asked us to like give me a bunch of words, and then we gave him a bunch of words, and just put it into this AI story about this
Cool.
characters.
Okay.
It's weird as shit.
Yeah, I don't. You'd have to rate that one, buddy. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, that one kind of went long. Since it was just like again, a lot of these starting bits are probably gonna be the lower rated ones, especially. I'll stick with the D with that. It wasn't like we had a good laugh from how stupid the AI went through it, just mocking it. So I'll keep it about as funny as we found the other stories during the time. And I don't remember how this context brought up, but from the same episode, we had 2 being the funniest number ever. Just
Is that an AJ thing?
it might have been AJ thing. I think it's more about how I think the AI pronounced 2 constantly throughout the story, that it just used that word a lot and it said it weirdly. And then we're just fucking mocking it the whole time. Every time 2 came up, we just kept repeating it in the same voice that it had.
Okay. Again, I'll leave that to you, buddy. I'm not
Yeah.
familiar.
At the time, I think C. It's still low, but still better than probably the general story itself. That was the best thing about it, was laughing at that part, I think, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Um, but then we had episode 3, which was shameless plugging, where I think at that point we were just saying stupid things about plugging other like content in.
Was I on that one?
That was when we started to. Let me see if I see you on here, anyways. Okay, no, you were episode 9. It says that's when you joined
God
in.
damn. Skip
Yeah.
all the way to episode 9, dude.
Jeez.
I can't speak to 1 through 8, man. Like
They'll go through the 1 to 8 quickly because there's some bits in here from there. We had so shameless plugging. That was when AI covers were taking over music. That was us just talking a lot about it, just saying how fucking stupid it was, but how funny some of them could be. With how you could just, I think it was more of getting your own lyrics was funny at that point. What we were saying, but the actual covers were just like, why the fuck do these exist? This is the worst thing.
okay.
Because like, man, goddamn. Then we did starting up, miking up the news. As council said on here, it was dead on arrival. We tried it.
Yeah.
I couldn't really add to what the news stories already were, especially when some of them were already just fucking absurd enough as is. That I was like, what more is there to fucking say? So considering it was dead on arrival, pay respects. That's
Right.
and I
RIP
think
Mike.
good riddance to it.
Was it, you didn't
Definitely.
like it?
I didn't care for it. I again, the news articles were dumb enough on their own that I'm like, I didn't get to add much to it. It felt like nothing burger. Episode 4, CMJW Entertainment. It was more of talking about the previous works of trying to do stuff with Christian attempts, where he made too many half-ass attempts at YouTube. And as he mentioned, deleting the councilman was the dumbest thing he ever could have done, because could have still used that, but he just got rid of all the content.
I know that he's going back through and like finding a lot of footage from old shit. Like, dude, from when me and you met and we're playing like fucking Roblox. Like, and I want to preface, we weren't playing Roblox for fun. We were playing it to troll people.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was for fun in that case, but you know, whatever. It was a good time. And so he's looking at like using that shit, and I'm like, I mean, you can, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
I think doing the new game stuff and trying to make plans out of it is still probably better. And whenever
100%.
eventually the fucking Streets of Rogue 2 for 10 years later comes out, who knows?
Dude, the fact that shit came out technically, and then they just decided to not.
Well, that was just a demo that came out, and then everyone's like, "Wow, this is not good," and they're like, "Well, yeah, we should probably not release this." Then got it.
Yeah, they said, we're sorry. We're sorry.
We're sorry." Yeah, that was that was just more of us talking about leading the council, and I think that was more entertaining just because it was like, oh, why the fuck do you do this? I'd put it in C for interesting, not very funny entertaining, but it was just like realizing how much he's like just changed up content. We've tried to do this, tried to do that, none of it working.
Yeah.
Episode 5 is You're Fired. We had AJ secretly being a blue-collar Caucasian airline pilot with a penchant for racism. That was the
Is that what became of
Flights of Fancy?
Something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That was the start of that.
So we're rating Flights of Fancy right now?
I think so, yeah. I think that'd be good for it. Yeah.
If this is gonna probably make some people
at least the first one. Because it looks like we have
it's gonna make people a little not happy with me, man. I'm gonna give Flights of Fancy probably like a solid C+ or B.
Yeah. I think
I'm not a huge fan.
I know you're.
There was that one.
There's certain ones.
There was the one that we did with like me, him, and Christian. Where we're just ad-libbing on it. That was fucking. It was. That was up there.
Yeah.
But most of them are just kind of like, you know, the Family Guy. Fucking
cutaway bits and all that. Yeah.
Oh, if you look in your left, you'll see like that whole thing.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Family Guy humor, so that's probably why it's ruined for me.
I think the first one was one of the funnier ones, but still pretty average. So I'd put it at least in B. With that.
In D?
B.
Oh, I was like, God damn, bro. All right, maybe people are gonna get mad at you, not me.
No, I'd put it up there with B for that one. There's some that I'd put in D, but like I could up your one from C plus B to just B myself.
Dude, like I said, man, it's got some good moments as a whole. So I would say B is pretty fair.
And then we're talking about like things you could do at your job that'd be a problem. Like the one that came up was porn star getting fired for watching porn during a shoot.
Well, that's not a thing.
Yeah. If anything, maybe they're like looking at that for like inspiration for their shoot. Well, that genuinely can happen.
What are they called? Fluffers? The people that their whole job is to keep the dick like big and erect. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's part of the job, and not.
Yeah, I'd say so. That was kind of that. It's nothing too crazy there, but starting the Flights of Fancy was at least something to keep interest for a bit compared to what we were doing before that. There was not much else at that point. Okay. Episode 6. That was the what was the question again? Where AJ Wheeler cannot hold his fucking liquor.
F tier, bro.
That's gotta be A tier. What do you mean?
Aggravating as fuck, dude.
So
damn.
I loved it because it was aggravating. The council just was like, and because
this is before
you joined. You joined on number 9. This is the first time he had that.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'll say fucking F tier, bro. I hate that bit. I hate that fucking bit because it actually gets on my fucking nerves.
I think it's A for me because it gets on other people's nerves because it's just fucking funny. Of like, like he's thinking the question. He's like, wait, what's the question again? Just like, God damn it.
No, that's. I mean, the thing is, it's like I don't think most times he doesn't do it on purpose. Most times it literally is him like getting lost and playing fucking Armored Core or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And then it turns into like what was the question? And it's like, brother, come on.
You're not.
You know what the question was. Yeah,
but
it's like you are
him
making this podcast last 30 minutes longer.
I'd say it's A tier when it's specifically because he's drunk. But when it's him just not paying attention, I would say that's lower down
then. Okay, agree to disagree. I'll just let you.
I'll
let your ranking stand.
No,
I'll let your ranking stand.
I think both of ours are reasonable. I think both of them are reasonable. We can cut it in half. Council, split it in half. You get one half an A, one half an F.
Yeah, I was about to say you can even subcategorize it to be like A for when it's a bit and F for when it's not.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Fucking god damn it. Make a fucking hour-long podcast last 2.5 hours because it's like, what was that again?
Yep.
I've done it before too. You know, I can't even say I haven't.
Yeah.
But also, like,
not to the same extent.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I don't want this to turn into like a dog on AJ thing because that's not what the point of this is.
Hey, that's fine. I think it's funny for
this has turned into two bits of AJ's, which I am very upset about.
Hey, speaking of which, episode 7, Flight Captain AJ, we bringing it back. That was the grandma shook her nipples at Woodstock one.
See, I Christian loved that. Just for Christian's sake, I'll say B.
No, I'd fuck Christian on that one. That one I'll put in a C. I'd put that lower than the A from before.
Goddamn. Okay, I mean that works. Dude, again, like I'm not.
Yeah,
it was like a had to be there moment. I think that's why it just didn't hit for me like it did for you.
I was there, and it didn't hit the same for me either, though. So
gotcha.
You like that one a bit more. The starting using different voices for it during there made it spruced up a bit, but I think it didn't hit the same to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, and then the one before you joined, we had Oh What a Life. So Christian can't make scoring system to save his life. I think that was us. This was when we had, I think, the battle where we get to choose like we had 2 fighters and we had to like make up a story about each time about how they fight each other.
Okay. Is that what ended up turning into like Omegle Man and shit? Probably.
No, that was before all that. Like that was a whole separate thing where it was like specifically theoretical fights. You make up a thing they do, the other person makes a thing to counter or fight them back or whatever else.
It's kind of following the formula where it's like, yeah, I've got the superpower, but
yeah, kind of that style. Yeah.
Okay,
that format, but you're just like ad-libbing their fight as it's going on, basically.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. That's like old fashioned. I like that.
Yeah,
I would say that's probably like an A.
Yeah,
right.
I think we had weird choices. I would say it got us more invested. So I'll at least go with an A for that. I'll give it some of it. But the funny part of it being council can't make a scoring system in his life is that he was like, that's like 3 points then there from this hit, or like 1, then like you're just jumping around and we're like, what the fuck? And then by the end, it's like, I think I had done the most things to AJ, but then AJ's ones were worth more, so he won, and just like it was dumb shit for that. That's the whole point. It made no sense. The scoring system was dumb. It was just fucking
okay. I take it back. I'll put that in like a B.
Okay, I'll stick with you. Yeah,
but I would definitely try to make that really funny.
Never became popular.
Is that an episode?
That's part of the same episode. I don't know what that one's referring to. I guess just us saying like it was just never good enough. I don't know. Eh. Anyways, we'll stick with going to episode 9. That's You've Been Counseled. First time with Jake and then we had Thomas. Oh, hello, it's AJ.
What is that?
What's up? Ain't gonna be in too long, but I'm gonna try to be a part of it as best I can.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah.
We've just been going through episodes. We started with the first 8 where we had the episodes before Jake joined us. And we're just kind of going through them, rating like the bits from A to F, basically.
I got you.
All that. So I'll let you know what the next one is. We'll just keep going from there, and you can help rate in with a few different things then. We got episode 9, You've Been Counseled. That was the first time we had you, Jake, and Thomas, apparently. And one of the big bits of that one was no one wants to die with a dick in their ass.
I don't think that doesn't sound familiar.
That doesn't sound familiar? Yeah, it was the 9th episode, so.
Was that the one where I was doing the Would You Rathers?
I think so, yes.
Okay, why the fuck wouldn't he just do the Would You Rather bit was a 10 out of 10. That was an S tier. If that's what the reference is here, because that was fucking great.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It was an even distribution between Christian like answering way too quick and way too truthfully. So where we were like, what the fuck are you talking? What?
Yeah.
Like what was the one? It was it was the Would You Rather? The one I had was, would you rather sit in a cake and suck a dick or sit on a dick and eat a cake? And he said sit on a dick because at least I get a good taste of the cake or something. And I said, way to make it gay, Christian. Like way to jump on it and make it gay. And he goes, what do you mean? Yeah. That was an S tier, bro. That was good. Because he gave up at one point.
That was type crazy.
Yeah.
That was egregious. Yeah. That was really egregious. So
that was one of my favorites for sure.
That's pretty good.
It's cold as hell outside, but it's hot in the house. So.
Is that like cold a radiator front, man. Or something? Them?
Huh?
Is that a radiator somebody here then if it's so cold?
What'd you say?
God damn it. What I hear fucking whirring in the background?
No. That's the heater.
Right, it's the
air conditioning unit going
That's
off.
more wide meeting. Yeah.
The heater's going on. So it's like mad hot in the house. So I have to step outside and be like, okay, I need to cool off for a second.
Fair enough. It's gotten on and off chilly here. Mostly rain now.
Good.
All right. What we got next here then? We have Omegle Man versus the E-Girl Gang was episode 10. The one after.
God.
That was our first Omegle Man.
Yeah. That was the first one. It was like
I think that one might have been decent, if I'm not mistaken.
You were shining in that episode, Jake.
Well, we got some more about Jake for that episode, but just for the Omegle Man for first episode there. What do you think rating for that? I'm trying to remember what this is exactly fully about. I guess it's just the E-Girl Gang versus them. Feel like B-ish for that one? Or do you think higher for that? Because it was like a real winner there. Because I'm trying to remember exactly.
I don't really remember, man. I don't know, brother.
Yeah. I think we'll just leave it at that. But the other part about it was that was when we learned you, Jake, are very passionate about conspiracy theories.
Yeah. You are like mad passionate about those, Brett.
I do love
like
conspiracy
the one
theories.
that you went off with. That wasn't the one where we have to find a particular like conspiracy theory and talk about it, or was that the episode after that?
I don't think was that. Maybe that was that episode, I guess, because there's like parts of this missing for details. It could have been a later one that we got further into conspiracies, I think. We definitely started talking a little bit about them at that point, if not I can't remember exactly. I think that was when we did have conspiracy theories, and Jake just came with pretty much all of them, like having the better ones of everything.
My favorite one from that, I think, was when I was talking about God damn it, what was it called? Northwoods, Operation Northwoods. And we all
Operation
queued in on it, and I was like, yeah, what does that sound like? And Christian said something super fucking just out of nowhere, and I was like, what? No, you fuck. Think about it. The Twin Towers, and he goes, oh. And then he said something else, and we were just like, all right, dude. I was like, I give up. I was like, you know what, brother, just shut the fuck up. We're not doing this anymore.
Nope. Like, buddy, you took it there. You went that extra mile and you took it there. Because it was like Operation Northwood was definitely it was not what he was thinking it was. And when he started talking, I was like, no, you're way off. You are way off.
I wish I could remember the exact. Go ahead and put the clip in, Christian, because there is a fucking one of the YouTube clips we have is of that. That is one of the clips we have.
Yeah.
Operation Northwood. Y'all ever heard of it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, baby, y'all are gonna love this one. So, Christian, I let you talk earlier, even though you were wrong, but I let you talk. So, Operation Northwood, your whole MK Ultra bullshit you were talking about, kind of played a role in it, not too much, but this was during 1962, during the Cold War, right? U.S. was at a point where they were like, we really need to get rid of Cuba. Fuck Cuba. Cuba's on bullshit. So in 1962, there was a proposal called for the CIA operatives to stage and commit acts of terrorism against American military and civilian targets, blaming them on the Cuban government and using it to justify war against Cuba. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
It's a real... what the fuck do you mean doesn't sound... send me your address right now. I'm coming to choke you the fuck out.
Familiar?
Christian, what? Okay, look, all right, let's do this. I'm going to do some math for you. 1962 plus...
Quick maths.
Plus...
You're talking about the JFK assassination.
I'm going to fucking kill you. 9/11, you fuck... 9/11. God damn it. I'll read it out again for you so it clicks. Operation Northwoods proposed false flag operation.
Yeah.
Called for CIA operatives to stage and commit acts of Nope. Shut up.
It.
Nope. I'm not. Nope. Called for CIA operatives to both stage and commit acts of terrorism against American military and civilian targets, blaming them. I fucked that up twice. Blaming them on the Cuban government and using it to justify a war against Cuba. Does it sound familiar? And it's definitely peak. It's really fucking funny, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't want to speak for everybody else again, but that's
pretty good.
Genuinely funny, and to me.
Peak enough for S tier or A tier still?
You say what?
Peak enough for S tier or A tier for that?
For that one, I would give it the way that he was completely out of pocket on that one. I would say that's S tier because everybody is like on the straight and narrow road, and we're talking about him stepping in. He comes out of the blue left field, making everybody crash and shit. So that was like S tier. It's like, Christian, that's not what that is. What are you talking about?
I'll gladly take the S tier. I'm not
in that,
mad
especially
about
considering it's good enough to get a short. Yeah. S for short.
He had a whole short made for he had a whole fucking short made for that shit. And I was just like, yeah, this is a standalone thing. So you definitely fucked up. Like you fucked up royally with that one. So
right.
Yep. All right. The next episode's one. This might be an S for shit in Jake's opinion. We got is episode 11 of Optic Kratos Prime, where we first get the voice changer.
Oh fuck. Oh, you and that fucking voice changer.
I knew that was gonna be right.
Oh my god, dude. There's sometimes, and I think that was the episode I crashed the fuck out on.
Yeah, you crashed.
There was an episode where I was like laughing my ass off with it because of how funny it was. But that was the one where he was like, and it's like, oh my god, stop. Yeah, I'll give that S tier. That's
As for Jake finds it shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Jake. I think you have to go back and watch that shit because your face started getting red. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, here it goes.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
We were doing cams by that point?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think we're
I
doing
just
them
started talking
fairly
like
early.
Optimus Prime the whole fucking time, and then Jake was just there like, bruh, shut up.
Yeah, and then you started getting like server muted by Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough to crash out over that. It was crazy. Oh.
He was just like, I can't hear him right now because I have him muted. And I was just like, oh, you piece of shit.
Yep.
But he can say like just out of pocket and off the wall shit, and you
I
just
think
sit
it was
there and
before
you
we
have
were
to
working
listen
with
to it.
Craig too.
Hell
so
yeah.
that it really actually interrupted stuff that trying to hear it on that side. God.
Optimus Prime. He's like, God damn it. It's like
yeah, you're back for a couple seconds just talking normally, and just switch out of nowhere, and he's like, shut up!
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
That was when I had my
still good.
house, dude, when I lived overseas. So I was just being loud as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh my fucking God.
yeah.
That was pretty good.
Good time.
I'd agree. S tier there for sure.
Yeah.
And then next episode 12 was Jake's massage, where we learned that you were tied up in Maya and Megan's basement to a radiator.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
what is with the massage portion of that? What's going on?
I don't remember. It's like something maybe about you getting massage, but then you're just like massage boy, and that's how we got you to be in the basement. I don't know how that happened. He has the titles of the episode. He has a bit about it for one of the bits, and I'm trying to think because I'm so bad at recalling a lot of those ones. How many episodes we had?
Yeah.
I think it's a bit. It existed. It's not weak, but it's not like F tier, but it's not like good. So CD somewhere there maybe.
Yeah, I could just give it a D, brother. I don't even remember it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the good one, episode 13, we had Rate the Clussy. So,
oh God,
if you have red hair and boobs, AJ will fuck you, is the note for this.
Wow.
I think that's pretty accurate.
I heard that in Christian's voice too.
Yep.
Hey, pause.
Uh-huh.
That was the old me.
Mm-hmm.
They're not in the cluster anymore.
Nah, yeah. You sure
I
about that?
didn't say that.
You wouldn't fuck a Clussy anymore?
It depends, man. It depends.
It depends.
It depends, bro.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
Hey, look, don't judge me, okay?
I think that's still got to be
we
S. That was like fucking good from that episode. A classic.
Clussy episodes are always classic. They will forever be classic.
All right, then we had episode 14, which was the end of the year special for 2023, where first thing, the less interesting two, I'd say, is that Christian, we learned, is a scrub who uses the recon drone in Battlefield to farm easy XP. And I think you guys mocked him for it a whole bunch.
Hold on. No. I didn't mock him for it because he helped me out a lot in Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2 getting achievements by doing shit like that. So I did make fun of him, I think, but at the end of the day, he helped me out a lot because we were doing like scout sniper thing where he was genuinely helping me out while I was
actually using the scout properly.
Yeah, like dude, he would always end up like high up on the board because of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's story. I'd say out of them all, nothing too crazy. But the second half of that episode, though, the big part, Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon is the hardest game ever.
Fuck that game.
That was the 2023 one. I thought that was 2024.
It was both. It was 2023 when we started talking about it. He was still playing in 2024.
God damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah, the end of the year. Because then y'all fought each other, right?
Yeah,
In
because I
2024.
was already beating it, but I didn't do the other endings. But then I think it was 2024 we actually fought each other. I don't think we did in the 2023.
Yeah, it was
In
2024.
2023, we talked about it, and then 2024 it came full circle, and we
Yeah.
fought and cheated like a motherfucker. But you know what? Whatever.
Cheated. I just fucking played the game. The normal build. Yeah, that was when I beat the
I'm gonna get
game
my get
fully
back.
by that point. I did the first run through with the 2023, and then later on I beat the rest of it. And then you were still doing the first run in 2024.
I'm gonna get my get back. Don't worry. Trust me.
Okay.
Your day is coming.
We'll play some more, yeah. I think that's just as for how long of a bit that became, just running with you just hating the game.
Bro, I was so mad. I was just like, and it didn't help that I was drunk too. So,
oh yeah.
Wait, was I drunk that episode? I don't remember.
Yeah,
it was
were
one episode.
Yeah,
I
we
was drunk.
were all drinking that episode.
Yeah,
yeah. Christian
that
kept
was
telling
where
me,
it
he was
got
like,
to be
you were
the
just
annoying.
really
What's
drunk.
the question again? We had what's question again was episode 6, which we talked about before you joined in, but then you also basically started doing that again in the end of the year special.
Mm-mm.
And that was when Jake got annoyed about it because it was
I was also
you were actually
drunk
part of it, and you were also drunk. Yeah.
I was drunk for 24. I don't remember 23 too bad, too good.
Yeah, because you were fucking drunk. That's I'm pretty sure.
Was I there? I don't think I was there for the 23 one.
Weren't you? I thought you were.
Because we had like a New Year's Eve party thing going on that night. If it was actually New Year's.
Oh, it wasn't actually New Year's for any of these, no.
Okay. I do remember the 2024 one because I walked out in my Appa onesie and I was living with my mom at the time, and she goes, "What the fuck are you wearing?" And I was like, "I need more wine." She took a picture of me, and that's the picture that turned out to be the that was the thumbnail, was me doing the or I said, "Where is my mead?" is what I told her, and then she goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I was like, "I am very, very not well."
I am not well.
Here, I'm gonna let y'all do that. Let me try to finish this shit up, and I'm gonna try to get back in here. Hopefully, you guys are still inside of here. I just wanted to pop in and let y'all know that I did try to make an appearance. It's just a bunch of family shit at the current moment. So,
all good. We might still be around. This is what episode 14 we're at out of 50. So,
god damn.
Yeah, y'all gonna be around for a minute. So
we'll see,
let me go on and get the stuff done, and I'll be back up.
Hey.
Yep.
Deal. All right. Well, I guess we'll keep going without him then. We got episode 15 being the nostalgia core episode. I guess we'll start with the actual nostalgia part of it, of us talking about liking dino oatmeal and the cereal waffles.
Cereal waffles.
I think he's meaning about like the certain waffles that were like that
the
packaging.
Eggo cereal, bro. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, that was just
I remember.
Just nostalgia episode. It was good.
I remember.
Good as a one-time thing to look through. It's not like a thing we'll probably rehash, but you know.
Yeah, I did enjoy the nostalgia one because he was like pulling up something that I was like, oh, is that fucking AI? And he goes, no, this is like a legit picture of the of like a Kroger aisle. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, dude, no, I don't.
It felt so fake with the way that the picture was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of AI from that episode, we also had about how we found the AI CAMJ text-to-speech creepy. I think that was when we had it imitating all of us, I believe. That was a... Yeah, it was definitely weird to hear that.
I was not a fan of it. Still not a fan of it, Christian. Don't bring that shit back. I will I will come to your house and rip your hard drive out of your computer. No.
Yeah, that's I think it was good as a one-time bit of like maybe B for that, but it's not a B for please don't bring it back kind of thing.
B is for be gone. Thought.
Beyond, yeah. Yep. All right, we had 16 after of Day in the Life of Jake, where we first had Angel joining us. Then that was also the episode where I see here it says Jake crossed out. It says Christian made the cast go through horrifically racist accent challenge.
Yep, I remember that.
Yep. Yeah. That was a challenge. I'll put it at that.
This
And
was
along-
this is when we were going through the flags or whatever.
Yep. I was just to say that's another part about this. Christian can't identify flags correctly.
Nope.
What do you say?
Cave paintings. Cave paintings. I'll never forget that. Because me and Angel both were like, I'm sorry, what? Because what Angel did was he posted the fucking Islamic State of Iraq and Syria on there.
Yep.
And he goes, what is that? Fucking cave paintings? And we're just like,
we're like, whoa.
He's like, what? They look like cave paintings. It's like, Christian,
double
stop.
down. Yeah, don't double down on that.
How am I supposed to know about what the people in the Middle East writing looks like? I'm like,
we're like, that's fucking Cyrillic. Good Jesus.
Yeah, I literally looked at him and I was like, brother, we can't save you. You've done this to yourself.
Oh, that was good. The accents were pretty like they're pretty good. I'd put them up there.
You know where I got that from, right?
Where'd you get that from?
I ripped it from Matan even. Because he made somebody do a he said, let's do the accent challenge. And he fucking put up a flag of them doing like accents of Asia. And they were like, I can't do that. He's like, well, why not? You just did a Russian accent. What's the difference? And he's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. It was really, really good bait, you know. It's really, really good.
That one makes me think about the I don't remember if it was at that time that it happened, but I might have been saying about it. With people like Pay Money Wubby and some of the people are trying to do a speed run thing of with the like AI accent detector thing, and you have to hit like 4 certain accents to get it to detect them. I think it was like just Caucasian, Indian, Chinese, and fucking one other one. But I'm like, it just made me think of that of like you had to trick an AI to think you had that accent, and it just gets so fucking bad.
I didn't know about that. That's silly.
It's pretty great. So I'd put all that episode especially pretty fucking high up there. That was a great episode. And Angel just
that was a fun
along.
one. Yeah, Angel making it even more fucked than it needed to be, and it just getting better and better as it went. Because I was like, I kept it relatively tame.
Yep.
But then Christian continued to just dig his fucking own. He just dug his own grave.
Oh, he really did.
He kept doing it. Like he didn't even hesitate to do the Chinese, Japanese accent or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, he did.
He just went straight in, and I was just like, "Buddy, you're supposed to say no."
Yeah, we're just like, whoa, and then he's just jumping in right before we can say anything. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, because I think you were even like, I don't know about. And then he's like, wah 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 wah. I was like,
whoa,
brother, what the fuck? Yeah, so S tier, S tier,
S tier, definitely S tier.
Yeah, even though I blatantly stole that from Matan.
Yeah,
S tier.
And then blamed to say Christian made the cast go through the accents after that.
I mean, technically he did.
Technically,
you know, he gave me the He gave me the freedom to come up with stuff, and well, you know,
so that made him at fault.
1,000%. You give me artistic freedom, dude. You fucking you fucked yourself on that one. Because, dude, think about it. I mean, before that, it was my Would You Rather series, and there was problems with that. You know what I mean? Like any series I come up with it's gonna have some issues on it. You know, there's gonna be some interesting little things and some little whatchamacallums in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Some I don't even know the word I'm looking for. There's gonna be some
sensitive topics.
There's gonna be some curveballs. That's what I was looking for. There's gonna be some curveballs in there.
Yeah.
And if you're just not expecting curveballs, man, you're just gonna get hit in the face with them. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
That one's a good one.
Yeah.
We had after that was the SCP episode. I think that's when we were just bringing up SCP stuff. And it kind of started with that, but then it got into two facts. One, that gooners on Instagram are insane. And two, that you ended up with SCP porn in your history.
Did I?
Yeah, I think it was the one
Oh,
that's the giant wolf
no.
thing or whatever.
Yeah. So no, what happened was that we were it was my coworker, because I was talking to him about SCP at work, and he was like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "Dude, it's this thing, blah blah blah." And my coworker goes, "Oh, my son's into that." And I was like, "Is he?" And she's like, "Yeah, there's some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of wolf thing that he's like got as his background or something." And I'm like, oh. And so my coworker, not expecting, Rule 13 to be a thing, looks it up and he's like, what the fuck? And it was just like the furry AI porn of
Yep.
the Wendigo one.
Yeah, the Wendigo, that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, what the hell?" And she's like, "Oh, I didn't know that he was looking at this."
It's fucking
And
Rule
I'm like,
34
well,
Wendigo. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, well, in his defense, not, all these pictures are supposed to be like this. This is gooners on the internet have.
Does not mean
And I was
that's
like,
actually what they're interested in, but you might want to check.
yeah, and then I stopped and I was like, well, it is his background on his fucking computer, apparently. So yeah, that's maybe yeah, no, he's
That's a bit
probably
of a red
furry
flag there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, well, I mean, he's also like 11 or maybe 14, I don't remember, but I was like, hey, he's definitely, your son's a furry. And she was like, no son of mine. And I was like, oh,
Yep.
I don't know. That's what the proof is in the pudding. And it seems like he'd be putting AI furry porn on his computer.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah. S tier
That was a good one.
conversation.
Yeah.
SCPs are great. I would love to revisit SCPs at some point.
That's fair. Do you see? Actually, speaking of just what popped up recently, is there's starting a Kickstarter for it of an SCP anime.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
No,
apparently
thanks.
that. From what they showed about what their current things are, it seems very good look for the world building of it. It's more of
I
like the
don't.
actual horror side of it, but who knows? It can always go either way for SCPs.
Yeah, it could go a lot of ways for like new age animes and shit. Like, dude, the Junji Ito one that they tried to make.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, the first episode was great, and then all the other ones turned to dog shit because I guess like the animation budget was spent on the first episode.
Yep. And all that advertising. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I liked a lot of like newer ones. They've actually been doing good with some of the series that really need the animation push, but then you have things like also One Punch Man. It's like, man, really?
I haven't seen the new One Punch Man yet.
Yeah, the latest season, everyone's calling it One Frame Man, where like everyone's mocking Blue Lock for having next to no frames. That one did even worse, where like the classic one that went around for there's multiple scenes of it just like being a sliding frame of like one character, but there was one where Garo was going down the hill and he was sliding down. He just like puts his foot down to the position. They just take his model and they slide it through the frame down the hill. Like it was so fucking bad.
Well, that's not great.
Yeah, they really fucked season
upsetting.
3, and it kept getting worse. People were like, whoa, this could be the scene. They could bring it back here. They could really bring back. And they're like, they fucked it up so bad. Just like kept
That's upsetting, dude. Because that was genuinely my favorite fucking show through season 2.
People were sick of annoyed at season 2 for being like not many frames. Like it was a lot more poorly done than the first. Like, man, that could have been better. And then people were like, maybe season 2 wasn't half bad after seeing season 3.
Season 2 was great, man. I mean, even when I was watching season 2, I was like, this is sick. Because like that's when everything turned kind of serious, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I enjoyed it for the story side of things. I didn't enjoy it for the animation because like after people pointed out and I looked back and I'm just like, yeah, you can see there was just it was mostly in the sound direction, everything else kind of carrying the getting you into the scene of it, not the actual animation, because there was pretty low on the actual animation side.
I get that. All right, what's the next episode?
Next episode was the Take That. That was the one where we got Johnny join in, and we talked about like school stuff. With today's generation growing up to be retarded because of the agenda pushing books, and we don't know how to communicate anymore without regressing to threats and name calling, especially online.
Johnny's your friend that's a teacher, right?
My Johnny.
Okay,
friend. Yeah.
My Johnny. That's okay. Yeah, I remember that kind of. It was a good conversation, I think.
Yeah, I think generally good conversation, something different, especially when it became more about like actually in teaching side of industry for Johnny and I and all that. So this is good. And just mocking online about how people can't do anything without threats and name calling was like, yeah, it's just like, wow, people can't have different opinions.
You expect people to be adults.
Call them a slur immediately. Exactly. Yeah.
You expect people to be adults, bro? What are you, a boomer?
Crazy. Especially online. Like, can we be fucking normal people, have an actual conversation? Can't we do something? Yeah. I think as a general concept, us starting to do some things that were just like different, jump off the rail, that was definitely pretty S tier with all that. Number 19 was the first one without me, where we had Justice join in. We had the flight captain AJ conducting a train through a sandstorm.
Okay.
I was not there, so I don't remember much of any.
I don't know why thinking of Justice reminds me of Nicole.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, that was a nice little sidetrack there for sure.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I guess to roll back onto that, we got Justice there. We had, as I said, flight captain AJ conducting a train through a sandstorm. I don't know much about that because I wasn't there, of course. So I don't know. Do you remember it?
I don't remember.
Probably one of the lower ones based on what you're saying about hating flight captain AJ at that point.
Yeah, I just not a fan, man. I'm sorry, AJ.
Yep.
You left before I could tell you your face. I feel like shit.
Yeah. We had the other one from that episode being that everyone would all rather roll around naked through broken glass on hot concrete than French kiss Donald Trump. I don't know how you guys got to that point, but
I don't recognize that. But I mean that statement
it
stands.
checks out. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely. Sounds like something that would be said. Sounds like something I would stand on. Yeah, and I'm giving that a solid yes.
Solid yes. Okay. Then when I came back after that, we had the drive-through AJ. We started out with on there with "Can you smash that" being shelved because the fact that r/I'm a total piece of shit was becoming too dark. Where we had the "Can you smash that?" but like they're 10, but this the piece of shit like is what he used us as references for there because there's just worse and worse people that kept being brought up on the subreddit, which fair enough. I wouldn't want to read through that shit too. So fair enough.
Yeah, r/am I the piece of shit has definitely got some yes, you are a piece of shit. Why are you even posting this type of things on there?
How are you even questioning this kind of things?
Yeah.
Then we, along with the calling people piece of shit, we had Jack Doherty being a public enemy of CAMJ Entertainment.
Oh, yeah, dude, he's public enemy in general, man.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a single interaction over the years that has turned to be like, oh yeah, man, maybe he's a decent human being. Like never, not once.
No, exactly. And we have also stated along lines for that in the episode, we will never be making clout talks. Doing that shit that he was doing. Clout talks, the whole like Jack Doherty stuff. About just doing things for clout and fucking with people and everything online.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which again, fair enough. I enjoyed us all dogging on Jack Doherty for a bit. That was a good time. We hated that.
Yeah, of course.
He fucking sucks. I'm glad to hear more people say it.
Yeah, right.
With actual reasonable criticism rather than just yeah, he sucks. Like
which I mean that is reasonable criticism.
Both are reasonable too. Yes, but it was just fun to say more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. We had a episode after that being the roast of Christian Perkins about how he was cringy as fuck as a kid and still is, as in brackets there.
All right. So I still think my idea was great. The execution was not. Because my whole idea was I was going to go in and say a lot of nice things about him aggressively and then dip.
Yeah.
Which I did dip. I just don't think that it translated as well as I'd hoped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. It was
and I
good.
also didn't
Still
stick
good bit.
around because I actually had to go leave and do shit. But
Yeah.
yeah. So what do you think? What was the consensus on that one?
I'll put it a B, considering
B?
yeah, being cringy as fuck, but it wasn't like too crazy. It got weirdly out of hand in its own way. So I'm like, oh, it's up there, but not like high. Yeah.
Gotcha. Wait, where was the Christian crashes out one? Wasn't that before then?
That's gonna be later. I think I see where it is. Yeah, okay. It's episode 25, so we'll get to that one. Episode 22, nothing funny can be written about it. It's vulnerable because that was the mental health special, first one we had. That was a serious one. Again, good thing, good time to jump onto something that was a different topic like the teaching stuff. So good to do. Not a crazy bit to rate. It was just like, hey, something different, something serious out of nowhere.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Then episode 23 was the Mike Tyson versus Bloodlusted Mike Tyson, where I had my first stand-in hosting. We had what? Angel can't identify mushroom penises. How the fuck did that come up? I do not remember that.
I don't. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Not. I don't know.
I don't know. And then Jake definitely does not eat while fucking. You were very adamant about it.
Oh, was that because I was talking about that one chick who was talking about how she liked? Yeah, I think that's exactly what that was.
Yeah,
This was,
I think so.
yeah. I still feel bad about exposing that, to be honest.
Fair enough.
But also, I stand on it, dude. Like, what the fuck? How are you sexualizing food? Like, you are a fat bitch to be sexualizing food.
Yeah,
It's a. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Never will. I don't kink shame, but that's weird.
I think the best part of that episode was the actual Mike Tyson versus Bloodlust Mike Tyson part.
Was it just me crashing out about how the fuck does that? How does that make any sense?
I think so, and also just like how would that fight go?
Yeah, I was just like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, you got prime out of prison Mike Tyson, where he's literally talking about, "I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot," and you think that that's gonna not beat the living dog shit out of normal Mike Tyson?
Yeah, it's more of a question of like, I think if he's sane, can he like actually dodge and box better than the Bloodlusted one? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Anyways, we left that out. That was good. The best part about it, it's still pretty low. I'm that a whole episode's like
right
CD kind of thing. It was okay. It was the first stand-in. It was first like
Yeah.
way of getting these like outlines set up for it too. Episode 24 was AJ's wind tunnel, where
Everything sounded like a wind
fan
tunnel.
is annoying as hell. Yeah, because they just fucking in the mic just the whole time. They're like, why is that? Who's doing that? And just pissed at him.
Yeah, because he was like, I don't know what y'all are talking about. It's like, bro, yes, you do. Stop.
Yeah,
Please.
honestly,
just turn it off. He's like, it's hot in here. It's like, God, why, bro? Just turn this shit off.
Or like push to talk or whatever, fucking anything.
Just do something, bro. Like you can do something about this.
Yeah. The only thing about that episode is that we had the talk that a perfect video game does not exist. Like that hits everything for everyone, I think is what it was. Like you can have something you really enjoyed, even that's probably not like perfect. So
right.
Which I think is fair, but I think the fan's the biggest part of that for sure. Episode 25 though, this is the one that this episode should not exist. He notes the funniest part about this is the world met Austin. That was Austin's first one. And then points B, C, and D are ... Don't want to talk about it.
He said, "Don't want to talk about it."
No, that's why I'm saying is just don't want. He doesn't want to talk about it. But yeah, that was the one, the crash out. That I can't believe that was Austin's first one too. Fucking crazy, just. Oh my god. I'd say putting it up there is the A tier episode, and that I think it pissed me off a little bit looking back with S, like that I wouldn't put an S, but it was still fucking funny, regardless of just how that all
You
happened.
said what wasn't S tier?
I would say it wouldn't be S tier because it, like looking back and watching it, it's like, yeah, that kind of was annoying, but it was still also funny how it all happened. So it's still
Wait, what was annoying? I don't even remember it, to be honest.
yeah, exactly. You're just pissing them off the whole time.
Oh, oops.
That we all were
Did he
in that
deserve
way.
it?
I think it was mostly you and Jake that were just dogging on him the whole time.
Oh, me and Angel.
Or you and Angel, yeah. Or no, it's just sorry, you and AJ. That's what I say. But that's when we had
okay,
Austin.
okay.
Austin was just kind of there, and then we started talking about other
Yeah.
stuff too with him.
Did Christian deserve it though?
I think we just got off track a lot from the thing, and just got annoyed that it just wasn't going anything to
Yeah,
plan.
but like, did he deserve it? Did you deserve it, Christian?
During our episode, it felt like a bit of yes. After watching it, that's why I'm saying A, because that felt more like a bit of a. It was a little bit past the line, but it was still kind of funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely never thought I would make him crash out that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like to me, it felt like he was taking it really well,
Yeah.
and then it was a joke,
And then he wasn't.
and then like he left, and because that's when I got pissed off, and I was like, "Are you fucking serious, bro?" Yeah,
That's
I
what you
remember
felt
that,
though.
yeah.
I could tell what was going on, but I guess you in the laughing at situation did not see him that way.
Nope, I didn't, and I still don't.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to go rewatch that episode at some point and just be like, try to understand and be empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
It has been a long time since I've listened / watched that.
Yeah. We had a big break after that point, and then we got into episode 26 of We're Back, where it was as he put, irrelevant episode, and most of it was cut. So it was like we're back, but it was shit back.
Yeah, we're back, but we're just back to try some things.
Exactly. That did lead into, though, episode 27, called On Camera. This is the first time we had webcams halfway through.
This is the first time we had what?
Webcams. Episode 27.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Because the other one was when Christian crashed out, you can't read his face or anything, and it just showed like the and then it made like a suicide joke. And I was like, ah man, yeah. Yep.
That's fair.
And
then that was where we learned you really, really, really like Power Wash Simulator.
Fucking love Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah.
Power Wash Simulator 2 came out this year, or I guess the end of last year. Beat it really, really fast. Still waiting for the Adventure Time DLC to come out. It said first quarter of 2025, and here we are, almost at the end.
Content too.
Yeah, and we're almost at the end of 2020. The first quarter of 2026. My bad.
Yeah.
And we have not received our Power Wash Simulator Adventure Time DLC.
Yeah.
So it better come out in March, or I am going to sue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Episode 28 after that was the study of why Thomas hates Coldplay. Where we started with analyzing whether musicians and various artists belong in a textbook, with us bringing up one. And we learned you and Thomas do not like Coldplay. Me neither.
Yeah, I just don't care for Coldplay.
Yeah. I think we just brought up some generally good opinions about music artists for a lot of them, where it's just like, yeah, some are just shit. And some genuinely have some interesting music and styles that deserve to be talked about more.
Yeah, we definitely had opinions. Whether they were right or not, who knows? But They were opinions. That's all that matters. Opinions.
Still a pretty good episode overall about seeing that. No, I say good, but it's pretty mid tier. So I'd say C overall.
C?
C, yeah. It was not bad. It wasn't crazy. I think the funniest part is just us all hating the same artists and just dogging on certain ones that are like the generic, which eventually led into us later on talking about the in later episodes fucking coworker music, because I think that really is what led us into that whole thing.
Dude, the coworker music, bro, we've got to do like a whole segment on that here soon, because that has gotten so much worse. Mm-hmm. So much worse.
Coworker music has Megan about it. Megan's like, and just hated that I said those coworker music. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get that you don't want me to just call it hate dogging on your music. Megan's very like doesn't want to share music for that same reason. And I'm like, okay, yeah I won't dog on yours. But it's kind of funny that that's the exact music that Megan had a lot of.
I hate that I don't know. Somebody said that they were like, oh, you make coworker music. And I was like, I what? They're like, because like you're a coworker and you make music. And I was like, that's not what that means. That's not what that means at all.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, I thought that's what that meant. It's like, no, you piece of shit. That means that it's cringy and lame and fucking super, what's the word?
Poorly produced or whatever else could be. A lot of reasons.
We got a guest star.
And Gato that wants to get away very quickly.
Yeah, El Gato is definitely trying to get El Gato on the bed.
Yep.
They've been sleeping hella hard here lately.
He blends in very well with the I guess quilt on top, it looks like.
Yeah. Her and the fat one, the fat black one, it's just because the lighting, you usually can't see him, but he's always there.
Yeah.
He usually sits like right here if we have a blanket.
Makes sense.
And he'll just watch me. Here he comes.
Oh, that reminds me.
He's really trying to get away. Yeah, see? He's like a shadow.
Yep. I have one of my students has like a very black cat as well. That's just like you see him in the background. It's just this blob that the camera cannot track properly because of just how dark the fur is.
He just like moves around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, we should definitely, Christian, make that a note since you're watching this, probably in like 2x speed, that we need to do a coworker music episode on like Carl and people like that. I've got like 90% of my Instagram feed at one point was just coworker music, and it was dog shit.
It's because you make coworker music, so you're suggesting coworker music. I see how.
No, I just like pushing really shitty music onto people because it's funny. I'm getting a thumbs down right now because I've done it to her so many fucking times. Like I'll just send it to her, and she's like, "Why are you sending me this dog shit?" And I'm like, "Cause it's fucking hilarious." She's like, "It's not funny." Like it is.
I find it funny.
I love it so much. I love it. It's some of my favorite. Genuinely, some of my favorite music.
Yeah.
It's like it's just I don't know. It makes me want to try harder.
Yeah, fair enough. You
so
don't
that
want to be that music. You want to just be
exactly. Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what are we at now?
All right, we're at episode 29. That was the China versus Japan, where we first had Toshi. I don't know what the full thing is about, but the biggest part from what was named after is there are evidently tensions between the people of China and Japan. I do not know how we got into that. Oh, something Toshi
Did I say something about them being racist?
That probably too, I think. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I mean, they are racist.
Oh, yeah. Another opener.
Was that I think that was like the conversation where I was explaining to Christian about like homogenized countries and shit, and how like every country in the world that's homogenous doesn't care about racism because they're homogenized.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
We as a country are, way past that, and that any country that's actively signaling that they stand with other countries that are experiencing racism are just doing it to virtue signal because they don't have that problem, because there aren't very many ethnically different people. Except for the Aborigines people of their nations, and those people get treated like not even second or third class citizens, but literal like, that's like what Tiki or whatever that one. What was the name? Tiki was the dude, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm horrible.
And it was the other person that was in there. that we were talking to, she was saying that they're not treated well, but at the same time, like we try to, and they just don't take it. Like they don't take the help.
Yeah, it's like
I was like,
in that way, homeless people not taking help, we're just like used to that thing. That requires work, and you're already like getting stuff for this current situation, so
right.
make it more important, but it never will because it's not willing to put that much money towards it for most countries, you know. Yeah, and even then, money won't just solve it either. It's its own thing. That's something I think none of us, as far as podcasts, are going to solve any of that shit.
What, like having money and helping homeless people?
Well, that too, yeah. Not until you
I've
make
always
the
wanted
money
to,
off
like,
your music a lot.
yeah, well, dude, I fucking wish. If I did, like, that was one of the main things I wanted to do, is start, like, just kind of giving to the community more.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't need a lot of money, but having money would be nice. Having enough money to be, like, debt free and then go and, be able to give money to the community would be fucking phenomenal. Like, that is a goal of mine.
Yeah. Fair enough. That would be a better place to be able to do something like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, dude,
Yeah.
with the Mr. Beast with the Mr. Beast amounts of money, money that will never fucking, like, the average person will never ever
Touch near
get.
to.
Yeah.
Anywhere close.
Yeah, dude, that insurmountable amounts. I just unfathomable amounts of money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just think about shit like that sometimes, and I'm like, bro, what would I do if I had that much money?
Yeah, because it definitely wouldn't
Probably
be
give
doing
a lot
that.
of it away.
Yeah.
Probably give a lot of it away because I just don't have a need for that much money. It's just fucking weird to have millions, billions of dollars,
especially if you had it like at the age Jimmy Beast did in fact have it at, where he just had a ton of money and he is just so disconnected from the world, it feels like now, because of it at the point he got it. Like, it's fucked.
You got that autism.
Yeah.
It's weird, bro.
I
try to do that. It's like giveaway he did on that app, the Whatnot app.
Yeah, Whatnot. I actually saw these because already on Whatnot from like other card sellers and people giving away stuff for like YouTubers I knew that didn't do it for just shilling purposes.
So I did it, and dude, he did not seem happy doing it.
Yeah. Well, what was it? He's not been doing like the best of stuff right now with the Beast Games 2 thing, and then you had the guy from Survivor. I cannot remember his name right now. He was like hosting with him for the episode that they had like Survivor challenges and whatever else. And every time Mr. Beast tried to talk, he basically fucked up the pacing and feel of the episode whenever he was the main like Survivor guy was talking. I can't remember his name right now. He was just like actually a good commentator and creating relevant things to speak about.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, that's been his job, for fucking 30 years, bro. I mean,
yeah, it should be Mr. Beast's job too to be better at doing that as well. If he's like the main host, like,
well, I mean, I understand. I understand where you're coming from, but you got to remember, this dude, he's been doing this on like recorded videos and does like a whole bunch of like overdubs and shit.
Oh, so yeah, no, I fully agree.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, you can definitely tell he's more analytic brained and not as much I guess social brained, if that makes sense. Yeah.
But there's basically apparently a point where he the Survivor host, I don't know why I can't think of his name right now, and I'm fucked to search up because I don't want to mess up the recording thing.
I don't remember his fucking name either, and it sucks.
He basically had to tell Mr. Beast to just shut up for a second, pretty much, because he was just detrimenting the talk ups, is like saying how he's not providing anything. Like, or no, he had a diss to him about like, Mr. Beast asked him, how do you get them to like, how do you get your contestants to like listen to you as talk? He's like, when you're a good host, you don't need to command them to talk, you just do. Like, and he just went silent and fucking he just did not say anything. He just he looked sad. No, he was like upset about it. Like, he was just like, looked depressed, but just like, damn.
Well, that sucks because he didn't mean it like that.
No, he meant it like that. He was getting annoyed at that. You could tell throughout the episode. He was getting annoyed at Mr. Beast about like not providing any relevant conversation or anything to any of the like games.
Like, well, that's sad.
It was so funny.
That's
but
sad.
yeah, it's crazy. But like, hey, that's a guy compared to everyone else where it's like, oh, these people are on here for the game show. It's like they got to suck up to Mr. Beast, and there's just some people getting on the payroll. He got paid to be in that episode, and he knows his worth as a host. So he could
100%.
he could actually talk back to him and be like, "You wanted me on here? I'm doing my job. You should help out with it too. If you're gonna, if you're not, just let me do my thing then." Like that kind of moment.
Yeah, he's not fucking. I mean, it's not wrong.
Yeah,
that is genuinely one of those like, hey, brother, you can't be mad that this man has been doing this for 20 plus years, bro. 20 plus fucking years. You know?
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Continue on with some more of this stuff. We had AI makes a better partner than Christian is episode 30, where we had Walkenbach for the first time. Is that how you say it? I can't remember.
Wakenbach, yeah, that was an episode.
First time in that the fact that Christian is a in quotes leftover Wendy goon.
Yeah, I stand by that. I do. I stand by that.
Yeah,
he's like melted Wendy goon. I think is what I said, right?
I don't remember.
I said some really rude shit, and I just kept saying it, and I was like, "God damn, I can't stop."
Yeah, and that's how we got into the AI making better partner than Christian for that. Like, God damn.
Yeah, dude, what a piece of shit I am sometimes.
That was a crazy.
Oh, sorry, man. Christian. Sorry, not sorry. Get fucked, loser. Just kidding. Love you.
Yeah. We had episode 31, $40 Space Freaks, where we talked about that women just aren't on dating apps. Like it's primarily men dominated to an extreme extent.
Yeah, even though I will say last year I got a lot of matches on that shit, and it was just very fucking cringe and very not great.
Yeah, it's either you get like no matches or you get the weirdest fucking matches. For both sides, really, honestly. A weird area. Yeah. So Omega Man got a haircut. I don't remember much about that.
I do. It was something about like he was just beat the fuck out of somebody to get to the front of the line, and then
that was the bit for Omega Man. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great bit. Yep. Hate it. Hate Omega Man.
That was also along with that AI's voice or AJ's voice changer returning.
Oh Christ!
Much to your chagrin.
Yeah, chagrin is a word. That is a word.
That's where it hit like D territory or F of Jake using or AJ using the voice changer against you. Basically, it felt like half the time.
Yeah, me trying my hardest not to fucking literally crash out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over here like, AJ, please quit making me crash the fuck out. I will probably not have a great day.
Probably do that. I won't have a great day if you're making this. How we say, voice changer.
Quit being fucking gay, AJ. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Something we should leave behind for sure.
Feels like it won't happen.
Oh no, dude! Now that he knows, he's definitely going to bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely bringing that shit back. All right, F tier. Fuck it. That's F tier.
F tier for fuck it. Episode 32, Jake's hit piece. I don't remember what we talked about for you with that, but we had part of it being that the world of celebrities is dark as hell. I think I brought up some stuff about like just general talk about, especially like Japanese industry, because that was when Oshinoko stuff was happening. So I think I talked a lot about like industry there versus talking about here too, and everything that's fucking happening with Hollywood celebrities too. And then we also got the fact that you are a certified gooner. That was where we.
I don't remember. I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, I don't fully remember either. It was an episode. It sounds like. What a mid.
Yeah, sounds like I'm being gaslit.
No, I think it's true, but you're also being gaslit.
So you think I am being gaslit?
It's both.
Yeah.
All
right. Next episode.
We had the fart sound.wav. I'm guessing that was when soundboard stuff was happening a lot based on that title.
The what?
Or like the fart soundboard or the AJ using soundboard a whole bunch. Just rapidly hitting the whatever sounds. I don't know. I think I might have used some of that episode too then. We had
yeah. Christian had a crash out that episode.
Yep. I don't know how we got into that, but we talked about that the Denver National Airport is clearly a swastika.
I don't remember that part. But I will say that I do remember a lot of us talking about Denver International Airport and being like, that place is fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Super cool though. Every time I've been to the Denver airport, I have not been able to explore the Denver airport, and it really pisses me off.
Yep.
Because there's so much like spooky shit about it that I want to check it out.
And apparently we got into some more serious stuff in a episode called fartsound.wav. We're all in our own lives and everyone else is in their own lives. I don't know how we got to that conversation.
Oh, like Sonder?
I guess so.
Yeah, Sonder, that's the whole thing of like, oh yeah, when you start to realize like it's like a huge introspective moment where you realize like, yeah, you're not the main character and that everybody around you has their own individual lives, individual struggles, blah blah blah. It's like almost like a coming of age type of fucking experience, even though it should just be something that you feel naturally and always.
Yep.
It's not.
Yep.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was again an episode. It felt
S
like
tier.
one of those in betweens. S tier though. Okay.
S tier, 100%. That's one of those cool little,
just a good
like,
episode of that.
Yeah, it's like one of those like, damn, this is not something that we'd normally talk about, but here we are talking about Sonder.
Yeah, I guess I never felt as much the same way because I didn't have the interest, but I get it was
what the interest of other people.
Yeah, no, I mean just like the more introspective side of that you did for the as far as podcast goes. But yeah, I think I just don't remember it as much at all. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, introspection is a hell of a drug.
Yeah. We had episode 34 of Need Receipts immediately, where we first had Q join us, and we learned, and that was that's where Q had to deal with learning about all the other episodes and us talking about the different bits and whatever else, and without really watching as much of the whole thing. And we also learned that Christian is only remembers anything from any of this shit, aka the podcast, which is fair since he's kind of going through and editing everything.
Right.
And how it happens. I think it became more of a nothing burger episode because we're like, I don't really remember this. I don't know. And where looking through this now with all the highlights, I'm picking out a lot of these, but I'm definitely not remembering all the details. But yeah, Christian being able to check through it all and be like, yeah, you remember this thing, and like say about it, like, yeah, gets it to a point where I'm like, yeah, okay, at least he knows and can bring parts up. And Q just being like, I don't fucking know, because I think we had quiz with that as well on the episode.
Yeah, because this motherfucker it was an awful one to bring a guest in on.
Yeah, it was exactly, which is what we talked about in the later episodes now with him back and being like, yeah, this time you're on and you're not doing a fucking like you need to watch the podcast kind of episode.
Yeah, it was cringe, man. I kept even telling Christian, I was like, bro, you need to stop trying to bring him in on shit that's not. We can't do anything with it. We can't do anything
relevant. Yeah, exactly.
F tier.
Yeah, I think it's F tier for that. Yeah, especially. That was became a nothing burger of us not knowing any of the questions too.
Mm-hmm. And then Q got some right somehow.
Yeah, exactly. He knew what to guess right. Oh God. Then we have the next episode of 35 with the end of the year special 2024 where Jake gets crazy in a big bottle of wine. As you mentioned with the Appa onesie.
That was my favorite one. Awful.
Appa.
Oh. I'm about to say that's not an awful onesie. That's the best onesie.
And
That's a
then
great
we had
onesie.
the fact that Jake would have shot Christian with a gun as his driving instruction. I
What?
don't know how that related, and that sentence sounds weird enough as said. Feels like it should be different.
Yeah, I don't remember that. It doesn't sound real.
It was still fucking wild with you just being drunk completely in AJ2 and Asbet High and whatever else. It was time. It was pretty fucking funny though. Overall, I'd still give it up like S tier because of just all the laughs.
I just don't remember that. No.
Yeah,
I do remember the gun. I do remember the gun. I remember the gun bit.
Yeah,
it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
S tier.
Yeah. We had episode 36 being the snake handler, where we had the compared Obey the Walrus to actual cults. And then we that was like the big cult talk episode where you were definitely more into it. But you hated it because of how it like was brought up and everything.
Yeah, because he was just like doing it off of like one or two little internet cults, and I'm like, bro, I thought we were doing this on cults as a whole. He's like, well, these are cults, and I'm like, dude, that's not even a real cult, bro. Like that's like Obey the Walrus was like a stupid fucking video that was like not analog horror, but it was like fake horror.
Yeah.
Like they like early ages of YouTube where they tried to make creepy videos and shit by using just normal film, but like putting weird shit over it.
Yeah.
And that was one of those videos. And I was like, brother, you fell for this years after you should have.
That's right. I remember because it's like fake cult, and you're like, well, it's supposed to be real cults.
Yeah, I was like, dude, why couldn't we talk about this cult or this cult or this cult? And he was like, well, maybe you should have done it. And I'm like, I thought that's what this was.
Yeah.
And that's another episode we need to go back on and do again. Christian, editor's note, write that down. We need to do a episode on cults, like actual cults, and not fucking lame little fake internet ones.
Get Jake to host it.
I'd be so down. I'll pull up the fucking iceberg, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Do it, yeah.
I love that kind of shit. That's my favorite. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think F on that one. Possible is able to up something else in the future because of it, though.
Yeah, it was F just because of the execution. It wasn't a bad idea. It was a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Then we had episode 37 where the glazing is real, where we had Notebook LM glorifying Christian like a motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, that was wild. I told him never to use that shit again, and that it was lying to him.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. The classic AI glazing that is constantly happening. Like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
You really, and then gives you worse information because of it too. A lot of the time.
Yeah. And he's like, "Well, I think it's onto something here." It's like, no, it's not, Christian. It's lying to you. It wants you to think that it's right.
Yeah.
It's gonna take over.
I think it was funnier because of that reason, but other than that, it was pretty working with Notebook LM. So
right.
What, I don't know. B because it's funny, or C because it's just whatever. What do you think?
I think B.
B, yeah.
I'll give it a B.
Yeah. Right, episode 37, another not like crazy funny one because it was Mental Health Intensifies, the Mental Health 2 Electric Boogaloo, where we had Bambi and Lexus, and we had the actual like proper mental health talk about it in a even more serious sense of them being there, which solid.
I think I was there for that.
No, you weren't. It was a good episode though, as far as like what we talked about and everything. I think it was great to hear their perspectives too. So again, not on our funny list, but on a just good list.
It's a good episode list.
I honestly think it's S tier for just the quality conversations people we had on, even more so than some of the other serious ones we had. So I think it's solid.
Gotcha.
Number 39, we had Trapped in a Well. That one has no points listed on it. I don't remember.
That's the one where Christian was trapped in a well, because that's the reason why he wasn't here, is because he was trapped in a well.
Correct. I think he's got the wrong listing on some of the. He's got these two together. It says that was when you were a stand-in host then, and there's a episode 4. He says, "What's a podcast?" That's where he put Jake's stand-in host. I think that was supposed to be Trapped in a Well. And then there was the talk about what's in a podcast, and like he said, not safe much for either. I think he put the listing of where these points should be in a weird order, but again, in between podcasts after a serious one, not really into anything interesting for funny ones yet.
Right.
We had episode 41 after that, which is Invest in Bathwater Today, where we first had Yuki. And we had some more approaches to mental health as well that we ended up talking about within that, considering it's a bathwater episode and talking about a lot of that shit going on. I think that's probably what might have led into mental health, about people just fucking like unwell. I don't remember exactly there.
Yeah, dude. Thinking about
Yeah.
I think last time I talked to Yuki, I think he even said that he was done. Like he didn't want to be in the mental health field anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it takes too much out of him, and I was like,
Understandable.
motherfucker, you. Well, it was more of like a dude. You didn't foresee that being a problem when you signed on to do this. Like you knew what you were getting into,
Yeah.
bro. Like you know what I mean?
I think even if you foresee it, it's still a lot regardless. It doesn't
I
really matter.
guess, dude. I guess. I don't know.
Like it's
I just
people wanting to get into like the mental health helplines, and that's like, oh, I went through so much, I want to help out others, and then not seeing the other side until you're actually a part of it, where you're like, fuck, man, that's a lot to be dealing with day in and day out. And like for me, I want to be doing teaching, but then like going into teaching, and you don't see the other sides of things that you're not thinking about when you go into it, of like, oh, I don't want to be babysitting kids, I want to actually teach. Like for me, stuff like that. Like I
yeah,
feel
you
like a
should have
lot of
known.
places you don't see all of it. It's the
I don't
thing.
know
It's like,
that
as the student, as somebody inside, even as researching, you don't see that side of it to the same extent. Like, yes, I expected to babysit. I didn't expect that to be my whole thing that you have to do, though. Is I
I
guess the
guess I
main part.
understand that.
And that's, I think, the same thing goes with everything else. It's like, yes, I expected this extent of stuff. I didn't expect it to be so rough and so prevalent, which, again, you don't see until you just do a lot of the time in many fields, if anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think fair. We had episode 42, going back to the less serious, where episode called Dick Gate, where we had Dave first show up, and apparently we got to sticking your dick in something does not mean you're fucking it unless you're moving.
Oh, so it's like the Mormon thing.
Soaking.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Soaking. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. I think it's relevant there. And we also learned that episode that Donald Trump is AJ's favorite president.
That didn't age well.
No, he said that during the whole thing with Donald Trump still.
Well, I mean, it's the Donald Trump thing is definitely shifted pretty heavily, considering the Epstein files thing.
And even like, it hasn't, like, as far as perspective of him goes, not really. He's still been
What do you mean?
using stuff as like to dismiss the Epstein files, whatever else. Yes, but like it's not anything different than what he was doing before that. Like to try to hide,
No, I
cover
mean,
up,
like
spout
it's
lies about
bad. It's
shit.
worse now because he's like one of the number one fucking people on the list.
Yeah.
He's in that bitch like a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, and then try
That's
to
why
hide
people
it.
are like,
Yeah. I think it was still, there was worse things about what he's done as a president and everything else before even the Epstein files. I think that's, as much as that's crazy to say lesser than, I would say it's lesser than some of the things he's done currently as president with issues where, yes, that all is bad, but I think he's also fucked up even more past that point, that it's like he's just, it's fucked either way. So regardless, apparently during that time, AJ's the favorite president. I think we brought up one other time past that, and he's like, I think he's still stuck by it. I don't remember. That was either way, it's not a thing to say, but it was funny because he, the black guy of the group saying Donald Trump's your favorite president. It was
I
a
get
bit.
that.
I don't know if it's a bit. I couldn't tell you. It sure seems like a bit.
Maybe, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
I mean, again, like there was a time when it would have been different. You know, like you know, looking at Trump, being like, "Hey, but whatever, man. People are just hating." But now, it's looking like a little bit more than just hate, brother. It's looking like looking like there might be some evidence to actually hate on this man. But
not that there
you know,
wasn't with all the shit he did of
yeah, right. I mean, there's
horrible
already
presidency and everything else. But yeah, as far as just as a person too, and everything before presidency, fucking man.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Post feet or Dickgate, we had Feetgate, where we had learned that you are pro feet and I am pro fisting, and I am very anti feet.
Yep, I do remember that. I remember you were pro fisting.
Yep. I will stand by the
what was it? What was it?
regardless.
What was it? Sucking on toes is a was it sucking on toes is a direct streamline to getting fisted or whatever?
I think that's somehow the talk or whatever. Yeah, exactly. And yet I was just, I think they said the only reason I became pro fisting is because it was like you have the option of feet or fisting, and I said, yeah, no, fuck feet, and so feet is just so low on that category that
I still think that's a wild. I still think that is it's wild of you, bro.
Yeah, fuck feet. No, thank you. Not in a good way. I stand by it. I think that was a good back and forth between us. I think that was a good episode for that, actually.
It was. Yeah, I'll give it S tier, 100%.
Yeah, I'll stick with you.
Now, granted, again, I still do think that is insane that you're more into feet, or you're more into getting fisted than
no,
like
more
feet.
into fisting than feet. Not that I would get fisted over feet. That was not the conversation, and that is definitely not.
Oh man, I think you're just misremembering the conversation.
I think you're just spouting shit. I still think it's a good episode. Episode 44, Streets of Rogue 2 is still not out, as he put self-explanatory. That was us just complaining the whole time about the situation with the game and how shit the demo was and so on and so forth.
I stand on it. Stand on it, and I didn't even play the demo.
Yeah. That's... It was fun to just laugh at it, because it was all the shit happening how much you wanted. We had episode 45, Near Miss, that you have the connections to meet celebrities. How we got into talking about that as much. We also had that your friends at your job are idiots. The friend who stole a vehicle just to get cucked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That was not my friend.
Not my friend. Yeah. That's we go by.
It wasn't. It was a friend of mine who told me about it, because it was his car that got stolen.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But still crazy. Fucking regardless.
Yeah, I agree. Pretty fucking crazy. All right, what else? What episode are we on right now?
Give me 1 sec to type one quick thing. After that, we had the end of the year special 2025, where we first had Thorn and learned that Christian can't reel in a podcast to save his life.
Nope, cannot.
Nope. It just let it do its course. Let it just be what it is.
That was a long episode, dude. I genuinely started just dissociating during that episode.
Yeah, that's fair. And then I guess this is where we had a bit more of. We ended up talking somehow about Armored Core again in this one. Like, it just is come back every fucking year.
Yeah. Because I think y'all were making the comment too, AJ, about how soon you're gonna hop on Armored Core, and he was like, maybe.
Yeah, actually, maybe. It was good. Went long though, so I don't know. It's still not bad. It's still up there. Maybe A, B, somewhere in that.
I give it an A. Just do the end of year specials. Being able to pull all that off, good on Christian for being able to.
Especially with the music stuff and everything that we got into.
Yeah. Dude, that's just you know what? Make it, better yet, put that as an S.
Yeah,
he just puts a lot of effort into it.
Me saying about the music stuff made me realize, actually, S tier with it.
Yeah, he puts a lot of effort. usually in general into this podcast, but that even
It
more
shows a lot more
so
with
for
that
those
one.
final episodes. Yeah.
We got episode 47, the coat in a car, where AJ is a hater. I don't remember what he's the hater of again. And fuck
I don't
ice.
remember either.
That one's
Okay. Yeah.
self-explanatory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we talked
I think
about
all
that.
of America's on that
Mhm.
page right now.
Yeah, other than you defending them and everything, doing that, which turned around the next week to be like, woo, just soon after. That was so quick from when you said that.
Dude, I was very. Hey, look, man. I even said it. I was like, I can't defend that shit. That's point blank murder, bro.
You did defend it. And you're like, oh, they're
No,
backing up. They
no.
caused the shit. They run in them. Then immediately, that's just like, wow, they're kind of causing aggression.
Not when he shot old buddy in the back on the fucking ground. I didn't.
Yeah, that was after that
week.
week. That was after that week.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like that point, I was like, no, hell no.
Yeah, that was episode 40. We talked a little bit, and you switch. You're like, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look, presented with other information, other shit going on, dude. I can
so funny.
I can change my views, man. I can change my opinion, brother.
Yeah.
I can say I was fucking wrong. Not everybody can say that. So
yeah, that was a good one for that. As far as how that turned out after. One last two. Now we're on final two. We got 48 Quinn's viewing habits. The fact that he habitually watches midget porn was the big bit for that one. That was a good bit. It is a good real situation. Actually, sorry, not a bit. It's real. It's fact.
It's a fact.
And then we also talked about more serious side of be your own person. Don't take shit from anybody. Got into that after telling that he just watches midget porn with all that crazy jump. And then another more serious of it, episode 49, which is the unreleased one, so we didn't have a title yet. We had Tiki for the first time, and fuck social media. That was our big thing for that one. Of just hating on social media and how shit it is. Yeah. It's a shit situation there. Yeah, I think not bad episodes. Nothing like that was standout, but for the last ones, but. The midget porn bits probably like top tier of it all.
Those are pretty solid.
Yeah.
And then he just kept playing into it, and then I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
He's not playing into this anymore. This is real life.
Exactly.
Q actually likes midget porn,
yep.
Which is fine. We all like what we like. I know I said earlier that I like to kink shame, but I don't. Genuinely, I don't kink shame. But for that one instance of the food thing, yeah. I can't get behind that. Don't force your shit on me, bro. Not into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
That's all the episodes.
Sweet. Well, Christian, I hope that you got your tiers all set up, and if not, then
all right. We got a couple of things for the last one. The last bit of the caption this, we can just even look through them because and just mock it if you want. We can see who comes. It's videos of Sorry AI with Christian in them. So I'm gonna put them in that booth, the TIBS 50 thing, not in the booth chat, but the one I added you in. So
I think we should skip the Sora AI shit for later, dude, because we've been running for about like an hour and a half.
Cool. Then yeah, we'll stick with just that, and then the counts with him. In fact, since we started the actual call, 2 hours and 18, but probably hour and a half for the actual podcast. So yeah, I think that's
we
good.
can. I agree. Yo, Christian, you can go ahead and label this as the ranking episode or something.
Yeah. Rank
the tier list episode.
Tier list. That'll be a good title.
Oh yeah.
Well, then I guess let's jump to the light at the end of the tunnel, where we have the question of episode is: there's been 50 episodes. What's been your favorite part of doing the series, and what do you look forward to in the future?
Just getting to talk to the homies, man. Like, it is great to be able to have like a platform where we can just shoot the shit with each other like once a week or once every other week.
Yeah.
That's really it, man. It's just a good time.
Yeah, nothing. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. We guess we did last that we can shit on the same things together. Pretty good for that.
Right.
Yeah. And looking for the future, just I feel like a lot more of the same, and just some good laughs at whatever else may come up. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And more game stuff together and whatever.
Oh yeah, more gaming content. It's definitely on the way.
And eventually Streets of Rogue 2. Eventually,
dude. Nobody knows when the fuck that's gonna happen, but it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
One day.
All right. Well then, we can go the outro for that. What's the first or most random thing on your mind?
I'm about to go eat Mexican. Oh.
Eat Mexican or eat a Mexican?
Eat Mexican. Yeah. Yep.
Hot pot. That may be what I do.
Your turn. Your turn.
I might have hot pot.
Hell yeah.
We'll see. Well, then as for the podcast, AJ was here, so we will plug him for twitch.tv/Alfred_Solidus. That is ALFRED_SOLIDUS. Since I feel like my pronunciation might miss that second word. And then we have Jake with twitch.tv/underpassjoe. That's underpassJOH. And then myself, which twitch.tv/shut_yo_face. This has been the Internet Bum Show, and thank you for joining us for this walkthrough and rating of all the other bits, and have a great day.
Hell yeah, bye.
Bye.
Well, your son's a furry.